What is up, everybody? We had the go home episode of Monday Night Raw before the Royal Rumble this week. So, in this video, we're going to talk about all of the major events from tonight's show and how they may affect any major storylines as we head into the Rumble and down the road to WrestleMania. So, let's get into it. Look, you're already here. Hit that subscribe button. So we started today's show by having AJ Styles in the middle of the ring. He was cutting a very passionate promo where he was talking about how 2025 was John Cena's retirement tour and 2025 was John Cena's year. So why can't 2026 be AJ Styles' year, right? Where AJ Styles just has great matches to kind of bookend his career, which honestly just drove the fact home that AJ Styles is definitely going to retire at the Rumble this year. That whole promo was interrupted. The AJ Styles promo was interrupted by CM Punk. They set up a match for later tonight. Apparently, they had never gone one-on-one in WWE before, which is strange to me. But yeah, this was a match that I think a lot of people wanted to see. That honestly, these two guys on paper, right? Of course, it's going to be a good match. We had little segments throughout the show with Finn Balor. Finn Balor had a moment with CM Punk, where CM Punk basically was like, hey, dude, yeah, you lost last week. That sucks, man. I'm sorry, but you're a really great wrestler. You're a great person. You just got to leave the Judgment Day is basically what he told him. So Finn Balor kind of took that to heart. He thought about it a little bit. He looked like he was turning face, and then he went to Adam Pearce, declared himself for the Rumble. Adam Pearce was like, all spots are taken, which I've never heard anyone say that before. So apparently all spots are taken for the Royal Rumble already. Finn Balor then ran into Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan's like, oh, what? You're best friends with CM Punk now? Dude, that dude doesn't care about you. That guy does not care about you or your career. Stop listening to him. And apparently he did, because Finn Balor then interfered in the main event between CM Punk and AJ Styles. I don't know what that's going to lead to, because we have the Royal Rumble this week, right? And Finn Balor's not in the Rumble, so it's not like, oh, if he wins, he's going to challenge CM Punk, which honestly just makes me think that whoever wins the Rumble is going to challenge Drew McIntyre, or I guess Sami Zayn, for that undisputed championship on Smackdown. So that makes me feel like this Finn Balor and CM Punk thing is going to be a feud that is in between the Rumble and WrestleMania. So that's fine, I guess. There's nothing wrong with that. We do need something to keep the champ busy. We need something to keep us busy, right? In between the Chamber and the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, we need a feud for that title. So I don't hate this, but I do feel like it kind of foreshadows that whoever wins the Rumble is going to challenge for that undisputed title instead of challenging for CM Punk's World Heavyweight title. So it probably won't be a Raw superstar. It'll probably be someone on the SmackDown roster who wins the Royal Rumble. That's kind of what this whole thing told me. We also had that interview with Gunther and Michael Cole, where Michael Cole asked Gunther why go after AJ Styles' career. And Gunther basically just said that because he can, right? And I like that WWE is leaning into this whole Gunther being the career killer character thing. He even asked Michael Cole, he's like, hey, Michael Cole, you're up there in age. You're thinking about retiring soon? I can take you out as well, basically. So, yeah, I like that they're leaning into it. I like that they're making Gunther this big bad. I like the way that they're going about ending AJ Styles' WWE career, right? Like, we don't know for sure that this is going to be his last match. But when Gunther beats him and retires AJ Styles, we can all blame Gunther for taking away this amazing wrestler that we all love, even though he's a flat earther. This amazing wrestler in AJ Styles in ending his career. We all have someone to blame in Gunther. So I like that WWE is leaning into that, and it's definitely going to happen at the Rumble. Now, the whole thing with the Vision and Adam Pearce, I get that they want us to be like, oh, who's on the phone with Adam Pearce? Oh, who's the one that's actually calling all the shots? But I feel like they're going to drag this on for too long again, and we may or may not get a satisfying conclusion or a conclusion at all, honestly. So I feel like WWE needs to just give us whoever this person is on the other side of the phone with Adam Pearce, if they're going to do it at all. Otherwise, they need to just drop it completely. So tonight, Adam Pearce reinstated Braun Breaker. It sounded like this was something that was like above him, right? Like this wasn't his call. This was someone above him making the call. Okay, whatever. He then mentioned that every person in the Vision would be in the Royal Rumble. And then later on that night, we had the segment where all of the Vision members were backstage, were in their locker room, and they basically decided that their mission was to get Braun Breaker to win the Royal Rumble. I feel like we kind of knew that already, but all right. So what I think is going to happen out of all of this is that Seth Rollins is coming back at the Rumble. Seth Rollins is coming back at the Rumble match. Maybe Austin Theory will be aligned with Seth Rollins after all. It's really weird to me that Austin Theory does the stomp as his finishing move. He had a match with Rey Mysterio tonight. It ended with the stomp after all kinds of shenanigans. It ended with a stomp on Rey Mysterio, and Austin Theory got the win. But I don't know. I've seen theories like this on the internet, and I've kind of ignored them, and I've kind of just been like, all right, we're getting into like weird WWE conspiracy territory now. But I'm kind of starting to believe that Austin Theory is aligned with Seth Rollins, and that when Seth Rollins returns at the Rumble, Austin Theory will turn on his Vision members, and there'll be some sort of alliance between Seth Rollins and Austin Theory. I don't know. I'm kind of grasping at straws with this whole story. I'm losing interest in the Vision altogether. So Seth Rollins needs to return at the Rumble to ignite that Vision story again, so that I don't know about all of you, but so that I can care about this faction at all. So I guess that's what's happening with the Vision now. I don't know. I don't know where they're going with this. All I know is that we need to know who's on the other side of that phone, contacting Adam Pearce and making all the calls. Is it The Rock? Is it Triple H? Is it Stone Cold Steve Austin? I don't know. We'll find out. Maybe. I thought we were going to get the women's tag team match for the titles. With Julia and Kiana James won that number one contenders match on SmackDown. So I thought we were going to get that tonight. I'm guessing we're going to get that on SmackDown this week. I don't know. Maybe they've announced it. I just haven't seen it. Maybe we're going to get it at SmackDown this week. Okay, whatever. Instead, we got a 3-on-3 match between Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Stephanie Vaquer versus Raquel Rodriguez, Roxanne, Perez, and Liv Morgan. The good guys won. But then after the fact, there was a brawling with Stephanie Vaquer and Raquel Rodriguez, and we're going to get a street fight, a Philadelphia street fight, because they're in Philadelphia, I guess, next Monday. We're going to get that match next Monday on Raw for Stephanie Vaquer's world title. So similar to the whole CM Punk Finn Balor thing, is this just a way of keeping Stephanie Vaquer busy until WrestleMania? Does this mean that this is going to be a feud that lasts a while? And like I said with the men's CM Punk and the men's title and the men's Rumble, does this mean that the winner for the women's Rumble is going to be someone who challenges Jade Cargill? I mean, probably, right? I don't want to spoil who I think will win, but as far as I'm concerned, yeah, the person that wins would challenge Jade Cargill. It's Bianca Belair, by the way. That's who I think is winning. But so maybe this is just something to hold her busy, to keep Stephanie Vaquer busy until the Chamber or WrestleMania, until we have a proper story for her going into WrestleMania. How I would book this is I would have Raquel Rodriguez win. Honestly, I would have Raquel Rodriguez win that title. I would have Liv Morgan win the Chamber and just have a Judgment Day match at WrestleMania. Just have a fallout match between Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, where Liv Morgan's hands are kind of tied, right? Hey, look, Bianca's already challenging Jade. I have to challenge you. That's just the way it works. And I don't know if this means a Judgment Day breakup or this means, just a friendly one-on-one where Raquel holds on to that for a while until they eventually break up. But that's how I would book it. I don't know if the WWE is willing to have Stephanie Vaquer drop the title before WrestleMania. I just think it's a more compelling story than like a Liv Morgan versus Stephanie Vaquer or a Rhea Ripley versus Stephanie Vaquer. I feel like that a Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez match for the title is a more compelling story and feels just more WrestleMania-y to me, right? It feels like a more well-rounded story. So that's how I would book it, but I doubt WWE would do anything like that. So I'm pretty sure Stephanie Vaquer is going to win that match next Monday against Raquel Rodriguez, but I'm hoping that that's not the case. Our fourth match for the night was the number one contendership for the tag team titles, for the World Tag Team titles, I think they are, whatever Jimmy and Jay are holding. Also, where the hell is Jimmy? Jay Uso came out to watch this match, and he was there by himself. No Jimmy Uso. We haven't seen Jimmy Uso in like 3 weeks. We didn't see him throughout the whole European tour. So I don't know what's up with it. Maybe he's just at home with Naomi. I don't know. Maybe Naomi had her baby. I don't know the timeline. I don't know if she did. If that's the case, then kudos to him and congratulations to them. If he's just spending time with her and his family, then that's great too. But we only had Jey Uso. We haven't seen Jimmy Uso in a while, and they haven't acknowledged that we haven't seen Jimmy Uso, so it's probably not a storyline thing. But yeah, Otis and Tozawa, they looked really good tonight. They won that Fatal 4-Way match. They went up against the Creed brothers and the New Day and Rayo and Bravo from the Americanos. So, not the best tag teams that they went up against. I expected to see the War Raiders in this. They weren't in this. So, okay, whatever. Good match. Otis and Tozawa put on, honestly, one of the better matches that I've ever seen them put on. Tozawa looked absolutely great tonight. Tozawa looked like a beast, and I wish WWE would push these guys. I would want these guys to beat the Usos for those titles. It would do so many things for storyline. Like, I want to see the Usos drop this title on their first defense. They haven't defended these titles yet, by the way. I want to see the Usos drop the titles on this first defense and have Jey Uso just have a 180 with his character, right? Like, reevaluate what the hell he's doing wrong, and maybe we see a heel turn from Jey Uso. Or maybe we just see this like badder, tougher, more Roman-esque, Roman Reigns, that is, more Roman-esque face in Jey Uso. But I don't think that WWE is willing to put these titles on Otis and Tozawa. I wish they would, because honestly, I like Otis. Tozawa today just impressed the hell out of me. So I wish that they would, but I don't think so. I don't think that that's the way they're going. So we're probably going to see Jimmy and Jay beat Otis and Tozawa, do some sort of like face, like raise their hand for a good effort kind of thing. And that's probably all we're going to get out of that. We also saw a video package from Natty, from Natalia, essentially just talking about why she turned heel, basically just saying that she's tired of people like Maxine Dupree who have trained for a few weeks and now they think they're better than everyone, and she can't actually go up against someone great like Natalia. So that's a feud we're probably going to get, Natalia versus Maxine Dupree. All right, sure, whatever. I feel like Natty can get a really good match out of Maxine Dupree, similar how Becky made Maxine Dupree look really good also. So, okay, we're probably going to get a feud where both of these women look good in their own way, where Maxine Dupree will probably come out on top, and I don't know what we'll do with her after that. But I think the most exciting part about tonight was that we got word that Obafemi will be in the Royal Rumble match. So give him 15 eliminations as far as I'm concerned. He doesn't have to win. I think it'd be great if he won, but honestly, give him 15 eliminations, have 6, 7, 8 people, throw him out of the ring, throw him out of the Rumble match, and just make him look like an absolute monster in this match. Like I said, I'd prefer it if he won. I think it'd be great if he won the Rumble, but just have him look like a monster. Have him go up against somebody like Brock Lesnar and just have these two beefy men just go at it. Have Obafemi pick Brock Lesnar up over his head and just toss him over the top rope. I don't care. I just need Obafemi to look like an absolute monster in the Rumble. And I think that's what we're going to get. I think we're going to get something really exciting out of Obafemi. So I'm excited for this whole Rumble match. I'm excited for Obafemi being in it. As far as I'm concerned, that was the best part of tonight's show. So there you have it. That was everything that happened on tonight's Monday Night Raw. It was a go-home show before the Rumble. I mean, the show was fine. It was. I guess it was better than average, but it wasn't, oh my gosh, this is the best show. Like, it was watchable. It was great. The show moved at a pretty quick pace. We had a lot going on. Honestly, a lot of feuds starting that just feel like filler as we head to WrestleMania. Right, filler before Mania. Fine. I don't hate it. Whatever. Finn Balor, CM Punk, sure. Raquel Rodriguez versus Stephanie Vaquer. Give me Raquel Rodriguez as our champion. I want it now. I didn't know that this was something I wanted, but I want it now. So give us that, WWE. But anyway, though, since you made it this far, make sure to drop a like. Let me know in the comments who you think is going to win the Royal Rumble. Check out my Royal Rumble predictions video. What's up right now is every woman and their chances of winning the 2026 Royal Rumble. It'll be pinned at the end of this video. So click on that, check it out. It's a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to make that video. The men's video will be up probably tomorrow. So check that out whenever it's out as well. And yeah, just let me know who you think is going to win the Royal Rumble. Let me know what you think. Some exciting returns we're going to see at the Rumble. Some exciting debuts. Chris Jericho's definitely going to be at the Rumble, right? Whatever. I don't care that much, but sure. Oh, I'm there for it. Why not? But anyway, though, like I said, drop a like, hit subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think. And as always, until next time, have a nice day.